Okay, welcome back to um, you know, I'm not even gonna say. I don't
You
feel
know,
like
the
it.
game.
Yeah, that of course. Um,
Ain't cut. Everybody knows the game.
yeah, everybody knows it. Like your grandma knows it too.
Ain't cut, yes. Your grandma plays this every
Yeah, she's super. Actually, that kind of
day.
reminds me of like that one commercial where they did of like I think it was Dead Space a while ago, like when that game barely came out, like Dead Space 2 or something. Um,
Oh,
there's a commercial where I think it was like supposed to be like saying like, oh, like
I wonder
you're
if this is what Irving meant by answers.
Not sure, but obviously there's a connection here with Umbrella, and that's never a good sign.
We can worry about this later. First, we need to find out about Joe.
You're right.
trying to like
Let's
get
see what
away
we
from
can
you.
dig out.
I didn't want to interrupt them. That's why. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, so the commercial it was like basically trying to be like super shocking, I guess, because it was showing off
Yeah.
like the super gory parts and stuff, and it was like saying like, oh, like it's so like gory and like super realistic to the point that like priests and like your grandma says that it's like evil or something like that, or I don't remember. It was like very edgy. I think also I'm dying.
Yeah, Clyde, you're holding your hand there.
Yeah, because she's holding her belly because she's hungry. She needs to eat
Hey,
eggs.
hey, Clyde. Um, I was about to say, like, didn't you have any eggs? It's like, no, I think he went in and stored those away. So,
Yeah, well, I
hey,
didn't know that I
Clyde,
was
give me more
dying.
eggs.
I didn't know that I was hungry.
Yeah, Clyde, so no worries. Um, so yeah, Clyde, I am assuming that this area doesn't really have like any enemies or anything like that, but hey, Clyde, I want to take a look around real quick.
Yeah, that it looks very nice. It's very pretty. You have
Mhm.
these orange flowers. They look like lilies, I think they're called.
Um, the closest thing I can go ahead and think of are, I believe they're called, oh no, they're hibiscus flowers, is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I guess well, it looks like a combination of both.
Hmm. Yeah, Claude, yes, the petals are very open. Um, but yeah, Claude, the way that they look kind of wilted looks a little like uncomfortable in a way.
Well, yeah, because they're like zombie flowers or something. These are the
Yeah,
flowers that the
because
researchers use to like create parasites or something.
the parrot create parasites. I
Well,
wonder
I
how
don't know.
that
I think
works.
I think we'll like learn more about that soon.
Yeah, because the thing is that the parasites that we've been seeing look more insect-like, and I'm like, I wonder
Yeah.
how this it says, was Umbrella doing research on these flowers? That's what Chris says.
Yeah, because these flowers are very important. Like, they definitely are rooted to that, but I forget how. Oh, I found a
Hmm.
gem.
I like that sour. Also, there's tanks along the sides, and it's like completely covered in pipes. Um,
Hmm.
the pipes look like they were producing water. So, I mean, the very fact that there's this like two different companies coming in and they're desecrating a very sacred land. I don't know. Like, if you would think much more to a religious aspect, you could technically go ahead and say that like this is divine intervention. Like basically, God is upset that machinery and all this science stuff has now taken over. So it's just like, I guess I give you um, creepy insects.
Hmm. Well, I'm not too sure because the thing is that Wesker, the
Hmm.
main bad guy with the glasses, and he
Yeah.
says that he always demands an egg. Um,
Hmm.
the whole thing is that he wants to be like the god of a new world or something, and he wants to use the viruses as like his like he wants to create people. He wants people to be infected by it. Whoever like lives from it becomes like the new species of like humans or something like that. I don't know, something weird like that. So technically, it's more evil. I don't really think it's more good than anything.
Gotcha. So yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. So, also, I apologize. I'm not sure if this is the bridge that's referring. Let me check
Hmm?
something out real quick. I'll
What
hopefully it won't
bridge?
take too long.
Oh, you mean like the? Does that have like a picture or something?
Um, there you
Oh,
go.
my thought I had no idea ever that that one was there. Like I didn't, like that's like way like super like secret. I and the funny thing is this actually does seem like a room that would have one. Um,
Yeah.
that it's like there of all places. Like you would think it would be like up there or something, but like somewhere around there. But like no, it's under the bridge.
Hmm. Yeah, Cloud, you have to go and aim up in the sky, and you have to go and shoot one bird that's just flying around. And it's like, ah.
Yeah. Well, wait. There's a note here. Let's see. It says a clipboard with some old and new documents attached to it. Construction supervisor's log. So we finally kicked the. I don't know how to say that. Dipaya from the ruins. They were squatting in. I have heard it was just to get this flower field, but that's the least of my concerns right now. One thing I do know is that construction here has been a colossal headache. Trying to build something among these ruins is almost impossible to begin with, and just to get started we had to change the groundwater channels. That means the flower bed wasn't getting irrigated properly, and now the flowers are dying. And to top it all off, I have the head researcher, Brandon, breathing down my neck. He says he wants the facilities to be at least 3 times bigger than originally planned. So after that got approved, they fired the supervisor before me, Peter. Not sure why though, maybe he looked at them wrong or something. If I let these flowers die, the same thing will happen to me. I can't help but sympathize with poor Petey. Working with these science types is a pain in the butt. It doesn't say butt, it says the other word. I hope we find a new water source soon. Our survey showed that there might be some groundwater 500 meters or so down. That's pretty deep, so we'll probably have to use that new pump system the Fabiano company makes. Hopefully that'll work, but with how everything has went so far, I'm sure something will go wrong. The only problem is that I have no idea when I'll be getting those new pumps. Even best case scenario, there's no way we'll get these new pumps in here and set up before the year's out. It looks like we'll just have to use old-fashioned manpower to fetch water for the flowers so they don't die. How many things do you have to say? Looks like I'm going to be spending the last Christmas of the 60s away from my family in a dank, dark cave. Playing gardener for some flowers. Ain't life that?
Hmm.
The document following this is newer. Administrator's log. Are you reading this too, by the way?
I am, yes.
Okay, you read now.
Okay, sure. The pumps are properly irrigating the progenitor flowers, but they require a lot of maintenance. Umbrella installed these pumps over 30 years ago. It's a wonder that they still even work. The tank that filters the water is barely holding up. We need to replace these pumps as soon as possible. In a lucky turn, I found the log of Umbrella's construction supervisor. It says the pump system was designed by a company called Fabiano. I think we
Flavio.
can use Fabiano pumps in our natural resources development division. I'll be talking to Mr. Irving, the foreman at the oil plant, and see if we can get some newer pumps from him. He was a foreman?
Wait, what's a foreman?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's referring to the oil plant. So, I mean, we did find him, or we did like see him get off on the boat at the oil plant. So, I'm assuming some sort of supervisor that was in charge of that area.
Okay, so I
Yeah, but
guess
that's the end.
it's kind of funny because he exploded his own, like, oil place.
Hey,
Um,
Clyde.
but they did show he was, like, super rich or something, I guess, so. But then he also mentioned something like nobody likes him or something, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what his whole deal was.
Hey, Clyde.
Oh look, more
So it's kind of
notes.
interesting how. Oh, another one.
Let me just see how long it is. Okay, that's very long. uh,
Uh,
let's see. Flower color stars, something the flower to good persons. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually kind of important, I guess.
okay, I can read it if you like.
Yeah, sure. Fine.
Okay. December the 4th, Mr. Spencer spoke of a flower that's called the Stairway to the Sun. Supposedly, the flower is able to go and give the person incredible abilities. Everyone thought it was a rumor or legend, but the research proved this wrong. The first person to recognize this was that of the story of my teacher, Dr. James Marcus. He hypothesized that there was a virus that might alter DNA. His hypothesis turned out to be correct.
Wait,
The virus,
what does perspicacious mean? How do you,
yeah, was
what?
Perspicacious. I'm assuming I will have to go ahead and look that one up because I am actually not. That's not a very commonly used word. It sounds very nice, but uh, oh,
Perspicacious. It means that they perspire a lot, and
I
they.
thought the same thing.
Well, what does perspire mean? I don't even know what that means.
Yay, Cloud. That means that they're ultra sweaty. Yay, Cloud. They're
Yes.
just like nonstop sweating. They're just like, oh,
Yeah, I thought the man was
like,
so sweaty.
mhm. Yay, Cloud. So perspicacious basically means having a insight and understanding of things. So
Oh,
it's someone that can learn and that is able to understand things rather quickly.
wait, that's so like me and you.
Yay, Cloud. Yes, we learn things unnaturally fast.
Hey,
Mhm.
that's a very specific word. It sounds nice. I mean, I like the meaning of it, but I'm not. It's a weird word. Like it sounds funny.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to the human language where we basically have a word for everything in a way. So,
Mm.
um, but yeah, Clive. The next page basically says the virus was discovered in the flower that was called the progenitor. 3 months in Africa, we worked. Our efforts were finally rewarded. Dr. Marcus, in good spirits, he wants us to return home as soon as possible. I feel the same way. I want to find out more secrets about the virus. 1967, on February the 12th. We hit a brick wall. The flower we brought back, um, they tried to cultivate some of the samples, but it didn't show that it was being able to alter the DNA. So we tried to mass produce it. At first, everything was going smoothly. The flowers were growing strong, and then they flowered. But we found out that none of these flowers had the virus. Maybe the environment in which they grow helps the virus develop. We have to look
Mm.
into this a little further. March the 23rd, we made no progress. The flower, we tried cultivating under different conditions, but still no luck. We tried changing the soil, the water, the temperature, the light, no changes. I got into a fight with Dr. Marcus. Mr. Spencer uh, just basically got mad about starting a company. Without the virus, there's no point in starting all this. How did he not see that? It's all pointless.
Hmm.
So, two things in regards to that. The virus doesn't work under certain conditions. And two,
No, but I just wanted to see his nose, cause it's funny. It's like pointing in at his nose.
Hi, Claude. Yes, I have a very wide nose. Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
but the
Claude.
laser's gonna go like pointed at his eye, which is the thing you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, Claude, you're gonna go ahead and cause him to go blind.
Yeah, but I actually did that one time when I was little because I was curious, and I did go blind for like a little bit. And I was like, "Oh, this is weird."
Hey, Claude. But no, you, Claude. And yes, no staring into very, very bright lights. It's not good at all.
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
yeah, Claude, I've done that myself. So yes, it's very silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so basically it's the stuff that they mentioned where it's like the flowers are like it is the virus to some degree, but they couldn't like grow them for some reason. Um,
Yeah.
and that's actually very interesting because it basically means that they had to basically grow them in this area where they found them because any other place that they tried to grow them just would not work, which is kind of weird because that is kind of more like a weird like religious thing or something.
Yeah, Claude. Um, I do apologize, but like you're mentioning this, and I can hear the sound of something in the background. I'm assuming that they'll introduce something new here.
What do you mean?
I hear a new. I'm pretty sure that's an enemy, but I don't like the sounds that I'm hearing.
Do you want to look around?
No, you Claude. It sounds like purring, and I'm like, uh, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
well, don't go yet over there yet though.
Alrighty. Hey, Claude. Let me go ahead and follow you.
Yeah.
Got any excuse to not go that way?
Yeah, glad more reading. Well, let me just see because there's a lot of like stuff and yeah, these are because it's just I think that's the only bad thing where this is like pretty much like a story dump.
Yeah.
They pretty much just like straight up like throw everything at you here. They just kind of explain like almost everything about it.
Yeah.
Um, so I think I'm not gonna. I think I'll just like leave it at that. But basically, I think we kind of understand everything anyway. Like
Okay. Yeah.
unless if we can skim through it real quick just to see if there actually is any like little things that we may have not noticed or something.
Hey, Clyde.
Uh,
I'm looking at the computer because it just says you power it on, and I'm looking at it. I can read it real quick, and it basically just saying like there's one employee here that like has become very apathetic. They've lost purpose in the whole thing.
mhm.
Um, and yeah, that's pretty much all it says. This person's just getting very tired with this whole project.
Okay.
Also, it's very weird being in a place like this where you have a place. We've been outside in nature, so to speak, and
Hmm.
now we have everything that's like very steel manufactured,
Yeah,
very artificial, and I'm like, oh, it's a little jarring.
that is true because we're just like in some ancient like ruins, and these guys basically just came in here and just like were like, we found like this virus thing or something, and these flowers, and we want to use it for like profit or something. Yeah, I didn't really have too much. I was just talking about like the relationship between that guy and like the other guy or something.
Hmm. Yeah, yes. I'm reading the document myself, so yeah, they weren't being successful, so they returned back to Africa. They chased off the Dipaya people off from where they lived, and yeah, they just continued to search here. So that's awful. The very fact that they obviously went ahead and like had these people like driven off.
Yeah,
Um, and then even when they did discover the virus, they used these people to test on them.
yeah, definitely. So it's very unfortunate with all that, but um,
Ah, why are humans very stinky?
well, yeah, because in our world as it is too, there's technically a lot of stuff like that going on to some degree. It's just not really like televised or people don't talk about. It's not reported on as much
Yeah.
because it's just like, oh no, it's the U.S. Like we're really good guy, we're the good guys or something like that. But in
Hmm.
reality, they're kind of just like stealing like natural resources from other countries and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand the idea of like curiosity and being able to like discover new things, and maybe even doing it for the better good. But I mean, if it means stepping on other people's heads, then I don't think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun, of course.
I have a herb. Do you want to?
Oh, I guess I'll just use this one then.
Hi, Clark.
Yeah.
Okay, Clark. Yes, you're at full health now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hello?
Make five more flowers.
I don't know how, but they could be using them to produce biological weapons.
My God, you can see all the vapor waves coming from them. They're ultra stinky.
This is the facility from the picture, no doubt about it.
We're finally getting somewhere.
Hmm. And Chris says, I think I've seen enough of these flowers.
Oh, this computer has some stuff.
Let's see here.
It's not too long. We could read it, I think.
Okay. I'll try to like skim through it real quick. When I heard it was the laboratory used by Umbrella, my expectations were raised. But when I saw it, it's just a lab. I don't know how Umbrella uses it. The place was abandoned. There's not a piece of the equipment here. I'm surprised because I was kind of half expecting this. Um, We already have samples of the T virus, the G virus, the T Veronica virus, and even the Las Plagas parasite. We didn't even have the virus, progenitor virus, but we finally got our hands on it. I wonder who came up with the name Licker for these creatures. I mean, when you see its long tongue, it's the perfect name. But for BOWs like Lickers, they're just a pain. If I said Lickers were too perfect, they're probably too far away from praise. So they're still blind as an old lady and they're ugly. Well, you glad that's very rude. He's calling these things well, we'll see. So that's pretty much it. It's basically introducing the liquor enemy. Um,
Yeah, you could see a picture right there. Well, those are from like the past game. They're from Resident Evil 2.
oh, really? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I technically remember. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So, were liquors a thing? Which came first, Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 4 liquors?
Um, Resident Evil 4 doesn't have liquors, I don't think.
So the thing that we saw, it's not a liquor then.
Hmm. Where?
Uh, Also, there's another computer. I know this is sudden. I took some time off.
Come on!
Oh, well. uh,
Sorry.
I was just skipping through it.
Okay, there's nothing really much of importance there. I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, it's like a personal email. I think that.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't mind it though. I think when you actually
Uh,
play this game, like taking your time, it's actually kind of nice.
I would assume so, but
Why you
I
thought?
mean,
I look, it's
mm,
Animal Crossing.
no, you caught. Oh.
Well, yeah, it's because I was like watching like someone's like horror island, and they just had like blood splatters all over the place. And it just reminds me of that.
I mean, yeah, no, I can definitely go and see that. I thought you were just kind of like, yes, Tom Nook was upset that you were taking too long to go loan. Um, well, I mean, I think they're doing a good job in trying to go ahead and be like, oh, yes, there's something that you probably saw, and here's what it can go ahead and do. It's not leaving a corpse at all. This is just the blood, and all of this looks fairly. I mean, it looks wet. It looks like it's been here like recently.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, glad you got the coins first.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Why, glad Mario Party time.
I mean, it's just a door though, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, glad, but I gotta spin the wheel. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get blisters on my palms.
No,
Hello?
that's terrible for you.
Uh, looks like this was torn apart by animals, and not in a good way.
Oh,
These are corpses of that looks like part of an arm, and I'm not sure what
yeah.
that looks like.
Yeah, I thought this is a Christian broadcast channel. We can't show these things.
Yeah, Claude. Yes, this is somebody got super messy with a strawberry jam. They look at the mess that they've made, and it's nobody cleaned it up, so it got all sticky and everything.
I think that is strawberry jelly.
Hey, Claude. Yes, you can practically lick it off the floor, but that's very unsanitary.
Yeah, that of course.
Hey, Claude. Yes, pull the lever, Kronk. Wait, let's see. Why, Claude? I want to see what's going on. Hello, new friend. Are you out there? Oh, what? Papino!
Yeah,
I wasn't
probably.
expecting that to happen.
Yeah,
Um, well, sorry, because I wasn't expecting you to be able to go ahead and do that, so I just like thought you were just breaking stuff for the sake of
why I look at these animals?
But why are they? No, look, they have a goat here. Chris says like, how long have they been locked up? And I'm like, well,
Oh yeah,
yeah, of course you could.
yeah, I do feel bad about them.
Oh, the
I
poor
thought
things.
it's a giant rat. I thought this rat needs to be in the Twitter account where they post
Yeah.
game rats. It's a
Oh,
giant rat though.
Yeah, I feel so bad for them just because of the fact that like I mean, I'm not sure like if this is part of their animation, but they give off they give the impression that they're trembling, like they know what happens here.
Yeah,
Oh, hello. Why, Clyde? I want to assume that that's a hyena.
I think so. Or
Hmm.
I don't think it actually is a hyena. I think it's like a African wild dog or something like that.
Hmm. Hey, Clyde, you might actually be right because I've also heard of like spotted wild dogs, but
Mm-hmm.
hey, Clyde, yes, it's along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I do feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's like,
I kind of wish like we would be able to go and set them free, but oh dear Lord, no. No, you Clyde, I'm running away from that thing. Wait, no,
uh,
I can't do that to you. Um, oh, yeah, you're still. Oh, there's multiple. Okay.
yeah,
Hey, Clyde, the music's a little like, oh, oh,
mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yes, there we go. Wait, fun. They give
The
us a
Lion Heart.
gem.
Hey, God, they left us a red heart. They love us. Hmm?
But
Hey,
yeah,
God.
yes, there you go. So it is liquor. So,
So they are liquors then. Okay.
Mhm.
I did not see any tongues whatsoever. All I just saw was like,
Well,
uh,
it did like try to stab me with its tongue, but you ran away.
sorry about that. I was just trying to get some space because I was just like,
No, of course you could.
Mhm. Hey, God. So let's see what else is going on here. Oops, sorry, but there was something behind us. Um, My Clyde, it's actually very weird to go ahead and be doing this now because now that we're in a place like this, a facility,
Hmm.
it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Because in the wild we'd be getting lost and doing a bunch of other stuff. Now it's like very like, there you go.
Oh.
Let me get rid of some ammo real quick. Oh, I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh, I see. Um, okay, I combined the red and the green. I can't give you anything. There's nothing right now in your space. Okay, Clyde, there you go.
Wait,
Or
yes,
did
there
you
we
want
go.
to get the red and green one?
No, it's fine. You could keep that one.
Alrighty. Why, Clyde, there's a case over here.
Oh, there's a safe. Why is that gold? Why is that look gold bars? It's
Why,
butter.
Clyde? Why, Clyde, yes, we're gonna lather this all over ourselves.
I thought I would. I thought this sounds terrible. Oh, it's a new gun. I thought I already have a machine gun though, so I guess you take it.
Alrighty. Okay. So, why, Clyde, you're hitting those boxes real hard.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
I went.
started spins.
I went to see if there was anything secret, but no.
Hey, Clyde,
Thank God there
yes.
weren't more of them.
Yeah, we wouldn't last in a fight with a whole horde.
Actually, we would.
Yeah, Clyde, yes. It's Pepino and Koopa, Clyde. We can handle anything.
Yeah, then of course they're underestimating themselves.
Yeah, Clyde.
Oh, so uh, never mind. I think we're fine for now, but I think at some point it is gonna say that we have to be quiet, so don't run or something like that.
Okay, understood.
I don't think they'll notice
Hmm,
us.
I see.
Their senses are weak.
Just to be safe, we should be as quiet as possible.
You know, they say that while they're talking, you're trying to whisper if they're being kind of loud. We could technically fight them,
I do want to.
but I don't think they all give us gems and stuff.
No, that's perfectly fine, but still, I like the challenge. I'm just
Well,
like looking at them for a little bit because I want to see like their behavior habits since we haven't seen them before.
yeah, then. I mean, they. Wait, that. He's just like right there.
Is the heart on their chest their weakness?
I think it is actually, but it's pretty hard to hit because they don't really show it too often.
Yeah.
And
Alright, that
also,
definitely
by the
makes
way, they're
sense.
literally all gonna come out at the same time, so I think that's the thing.
Okay. Let's explore a little bit before we do any of that then.
Okay. I mean, I think. Oh,
The music's definitely getting a little bit more.
oh, yeah, they're coming out. We may as well run. I think we may as well fight them.
Yep, there's one behind me. Alrighty, let's get to it.
Oh,
Wait, there's somebody. Oh. No, Clyde, they're not allowed to go ahead and do that to you.
I thought there really are so many.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have their weakness.
Oh, wait, you actually do?
Yeah, the acid rounds are super strong against them because they're like all skin or something.
Well, yeah, Clyde, yes, of course. Because yes, yeah, if you go ahead and put a little bit of salt or lemon on a cut, it's like, oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, I'm just looking around to see what else there is. That's right, but I want to go ahead and do all of these. Oh, no, you caught it. You didn't let me know that there was still one here.
Well, there's like 3.
Why, Cloud? We made it bounce back and forth.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that actually wasn't too bad, but I did use literally all of my acid rounds.
Hmm.
And I did actually even use some of the magnum. It's like 2 shots, but still.
Okay, Cloud, fair enough. But hey, Cloud, at least, yes, we ended up getting 2 line hearts.
Yeah, and they did give us like a few other things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Come on!
Hey, Cloud. Let's see.
Okay,
That's it for the most part.
yeah, I think that was it for that. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So it takes time, so I think you were supposed to kind of fight them anyway. Oh, I think they're still coming.
Oh.
Oh, they're still coming? There's more?
Mm,
I guess there is.
okay. Hey, Cloud, look at them scampering around.
Yeah, so they make tippy taps.
Hey, Cloud, yes.
Oh. I like the floating blood.
Hey, Cloud, sorry, I think one of them snapped me during that. It's so weird for these creatures to going to be like much stronger, yet their head and their hearts are completely exposed.
I guess so, but they are technically made of like pure like muscle and stuff, and I don't know. It is so weird because also like their heads are like their brains are exposed too.
Hey, Cloud.
I think there's one more. Yeah, it's on the ceiling.
One above us.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we may as well use the red and green now.
Alrighty.
Okay, then you can pick that one up.
Let's see. Do you mind if I ask for the shotgun
Oh,
shells?
yeah. Wait.
Mm,
Oh, I can't. You need to like remove some stuff or reload some of your stuff.
I'll give you this.
Oh,
There you go, Clyde. Okay, I think we should be good for the most part at this point. Alright,
Okay.
let's go.
am I glad I only have one more magnum shot now?
Come on!
Roger.
See, glad I told you the magnum isn't that overpowered. Oh,
Well, yeah, Clyde, you ended up clearing out the entire floor with that, so.
well, but I did use most of my other ammo too. Technically, it was a good combination.
Hey, Clyde. Why, Clyde, look at all the stuff that they left for us. Okay. A hand grenade, but nah. Oh dear, there's an entirely wide area. Hello? Hey, Clyde, it's just like that part where, like, Mr. Incredible walks up to the entire room.
Well, yeah, glad I forgot about that. I haven't even watched the movie in such a long time, but yeah, that.
The pictures too.
Yeah,
Hey, Clyde, and then there's gonna be a bunch of, like, inky black goop that covers us.
yeah, I don't even know what that was. It's kind of weird. It's like black. I feel like that's like someone's like thing for some reason. Like someone's into that.
Possibly. Also, there was a silhouette of a human in those.
Yeah, oh, there, there you go.
Hello?
He died. He just fell down.
Yay, Clyde! He did like the Dr. Eggman thing he did in Sonic 06. I still love
Yeah,
that.
but I always found that kind of funny for some reason when I played this like the first time too. It was like okay, he just like came out of nowhere. Like it just opened for some reason. He just fell down. It's like okay, like why? I do think they do. There is a reason for that though, which I think we'll see soon.
Yeah. But yeah, Cloud, out of context, that's just very like, all right.
Yeah,
We just saw a guy just flip over.
Yeah, it technically is
Oh,
pretty terrible though. Like I think these are all people that, like the people that used to live here, and like Umbrella like captured all of them, and like these
mm-hmm.
are all the
Kidnapping
people.
people from all over the
Something.
world to
Yeah.
experiment on.
Yeah.
It stopped.
Why?
Well, that's why.
Oh, hi.
Uh. Yeah. Oh. Uh.
No. No, wait.
Very
Uh,
close. I'm pretty sure I
whoa.
pressed it. Did you press it?
I didn't have to press anything. That's why I was just
Oh,
like, what in
okay.
the world?
I think I pressed it too late then.
I mean, it's fine. It just that I just saw like, I just saw you die in front of my eyes, so that's I'm just like, no,
But it's fine. I'm
no,
actually.
I ain't caught up
Well, I'm
crap like in a
actually
different
fine. That's
reality.
fine.
Oh, shush, this stinky crab went ahead and like, why you call you got killed by Mr. Krabs
No.
or Larry the Lobster. I'm not sure which one that is. I thought
Um.
they gave you the big pinch.
I like that. But yeah, I think that's also like the guy that fell down. I think he like turned into that or something. I don't know.
Oh,
At
did
least
he?
that's what I
Wow.
imagine.
Why, Cloud? That was a very rapid transformation, and he turned specifically into that creature.
Like that. We should skip.
Okay, that's not a worries.
There's so many. They must be kidnapping people from all over the world to experiment on. It stopped.
Why?
Well, that's why.
It's kind of funny
Why?
because they're just so casual about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I also like that it has a little
No, I thought I
Wait.
pressed it. Oh.
What is it asking you to do exactly?
I mean, it's asking me to press ZL and ZR.
Oh, and together at the same time, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know if
Uh,
it could be possible my controller's just not responding, but I'm pretty sure, like, sometimes it does have, like, weird bouts. But I mean, I think it should be fine, so maybe I am just pressing it too late or something.
okay. I mean, I'm not sure if you can just spam the button like nonstop until like it actually goes through, but wait, one sec. Um,
I need ammo.
yeah, Cloud, we ended up getting each other's stuff.
Oh. Well, I can't give it to you.
Um,
I need ammo.
Just, like, toss the grenade, I guess.
okay. Because yeah, it was allowing me to do the exchange, but yeah, I can do
Oh,
that
okay,
with you.
yeah, there we go.
Okay, glad. Yes. Now we go through.
Yeah. Hopefully I
Okay.
can do it this time.
I want to assume that I might also have to go ahead and do that, so I probably should also get ready just in case.
Well, the buttons should show for you if you do have to do it.
World to experiment on.
Okay. No, nothing has shown up, so that's why, like, again, that's why I reacted the way that I did, because it was so sudden, and
Mm.
Why?
Why?
she sounds up, says like,
Well, that's why.
it's like, yay, Cloud, I like his mouth, because he has the
Like
thing
that.
that the crab that eats a potato chip does.
Well, but it's like way grosser. There we go.
Alright?
It actually kind of looks like a Metroid boss. But
Yeah,
like
Cloud, the
gross.
eyes.
Well, because there's a lot of like weird like enemies like in Metroid that are like very giant crab-like things or something, like alien crabs.
Yeah. Hey, Cloud, that makes sense. There is an herb nearby, just in case,
Oh,
but I'll leave it
yeah,
there for
we'll
now.
we'll leave it at that for now.
Alrighty. So,
I think we're supposed to shoot it the inside of its mouth.
oh, its mouth. Okay.
Or the like like its legs, you could see flesh on its legs too sometimes. I think
Okay.
that's what makes it open its mouth.
Yeah. Let us try some things out.
Stop moving so much. Actually, let me see.
There's some grenades around this tower.
Yeah, I think from what I recall, you could you could throw grenades in its mouth, but I forgot when or how.
Yeah. I will try that shortly once it can go ahead and open its mouth.
Okay.
Oh, it has
It's
it
kind
open
of
right
funny
now.
because it's pretty surprisingly docile. Like, it's
Yeah.
some super giant, gross, like, crab spider monster thing. And it's like, no, dude, I'm not gonna open my mouth. Even though it could literally... Yeah, now we shove a grenade in its mouth, I think. Let me see. We have to run up and, like, close to it, I think.
Oh, I just threw it. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, oh, I
Okay, I need to
missed.
go grab another one. Okay. I did shoot it once, and that's why the cutscene activated. But it seems like you right now have all the grenades at the moment.
What?
You have the grenades.
Oh, yeah, I have a couple of grenades. Okay, there.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll run there.
alrighty.
Let me just get it. There we go.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
Really fun. Oh yeah, of course it's gonna be upset. Okay, move out of the way then. Oh, hi. Friend, where
Oh
are you going?
yeah, that's gross too.
No, you clun. It's not allowed to do that. No. Oh.
It's so weird too, the fact that like so many like parasite monster things in Resident Evil are like very bug-like. Like I wonder what they do to create these creatures. Like are they naturally bug? Because some of the ones like the Las Plagas things, like those are naturally like bug-like kind of, but they're kind of more like parasite-like. Like they're more like spider-looking. Well, I don't know. So like I wonder why there's so many like weird things and stuff.
Insectoid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you cut, of course, because I mean, insectoids and insects and all this kind of stuff. Of course, they're very unspeakably gross. So I'm pretty sure. I believe that we do have like some DNA related to insects to a certain degree, but yeah, God, I'm also dying. Wow. Oh, thank you, bud. All right. Let's see. So this guy really does move a lot.
Yeah, he does. It's kind of hard to aim at him.
I've been hurt.
I know, I'm going.
Hey,
Oh, there's a
yes.
nerve right here, so I guess we may as well use that.
I don't... Here. I need to go ahead and do some inventory moving around real quick.
Oh, oh.
Oh, there I go again. Hi. Hey, Clef, thank you. So, let me grab this real quick. Stay here. Oh, no. Grab the herb. Okay. Ah, dang it. Oh, that was actually... Night, Claude.
Well, yeah, but you only had like a tiny little points of life, so I didn't have enough time.
Okay. So, definitely the sniper is not helping me at all with this, which stinks. Ammo-wise, I think we should be fine. I'm gonna bring a bunch of herbs real quick in that case. What else would be able to help in this kind of situation?
Well, I don't know if we need that many herbs.
Well, for a Nightclad, I wanted to lose just stinky crap.
Okay, but you can keep it then. We may as well get it over with.
Do you think a different kind of grenade would help?
No, I think they would all affect the same because It's pretty much just an opening. Like, we don't really need the grenades otherwise. It's just for the opening.
Okay, glad fine. I'll go ahead and give you the normal ones, and I'll go ahead and stick with the fire ones.
Okay. Also, you should give me
Um,
one of the herbs too, just in case.
Yes, that is correct. There you go. Um, maybe a little overkill, but I'll bring it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, yeah, Clyde, we've lost to this stinky crab too many times, so. Uh-oh. Yeah, Clyde, exactly like that. So, here's one green. Oh, never mind. No, Clyde, he's cheating. He's birthing. How dare you do that? I'm gonna. Yeah, thankfully the shotgun can go ahead and take care of those real quick.
Yeah, I think the shotgun is like its weakness, I think.
Okay, so let me get this ready. I got one shot. Should I do it right now?
Wait, the rocket launcher.
Yeah, you
Right?
got it.
I don't even. I didn't even know that you grabbed that.
Yeah, you cut. I was just like in no more.
Well, I don't know when is the best time to use that. Then I think the best time would be would probably be whenever like you
Right
can
now.
shoot its head.
Yeah, I tried doing it right now, but he ended up like blocking the.
Well,
move,
you can't
so.
do it yet. It would be better to do it when. It's my controller acting up. It would be better to do it when like we already throw a grenade in his mouth, because then his head is exposed.
Okay. That would be a good time. Ah, dang it. There you go. Ah, come on. Line Cut shook his head no at me. How dare he just want to die.
So I guess we should probably try shooting his legs instead, because it seems shooting his mouth doesn't really do much else.
Ah, dang it. Yeah, we can go ahead and try. The only thing is that those things also move too much.
So my controller's kind of acting up sometimes.
Okay.
But I think
No worries.
we could probably get to this first.
Okay. Line Cut. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of those legs real quick then.
Well, I think I could shoot its head now, but the more that we shoot its legs so it can open up, the more that it'll expose itself, so it'll be easier to hit him.
Yeah, Cut, I definitely want to go ahead and do that. So, I have the grenade launcher ready. Let's go ahead and do this then.
Well, not yet. Oh, okay, well, never mind.
I like how you're like, give it a second. It's like, oh, no, never mind. That
I didn't know that was actually gonna work.
Well, yeah, Claude, it did too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and now there's gonna be 3 of them.
there better not be. I'm going to go in and slap all 4 of them. I mean, all
Hey,
3 of them on
look,
the
here's
forehead.
another one.
Why, Claude, it looks like GLaDOS.
Wow. Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, Claude, look, she's stretching her neck all the way out.
Well, I actually never played that game, so I don't really know much. But all I know is like that phrase of "the cake is a lie," and like that she's actually evil or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, Claude, she's insanely sassy.
Oh yeah, that too.
Damn it. Where is she?
Also, wow, Claude, yes, Chris also has a very nice 5 o'clock shadow.
Hey, oh, look, it's Boob Lady.
Who the hell are you?
Selegiona. She works with Tricell,
Nice. You've done your homework.
an officer in the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium. Why?
As if I need to explain myself to you. Although, we're
Jill.
I would tell you.
Cut the
Jill.
crap. Tell me what he is.
As soon as you two are done with your little vigilante mission, you should leave. There's nothing here worth throwing your lives away for.
She's lying. She knows something.
It's time we get some answers.
My God.
Yes,
Oh.
there we go.
My
think that
God,
you
we
got-
AIDS.
Yes, we both got Ska.
The U8 file.
I think that's the crab spider thing that we just fought.
Okay, Clyde. So, my God, yes. Actually, here, let me just press OK before anything else. Well, yeah, God, that actually was a very interesting experience, because, yeah, now we're, I guess, moving away to, like, the end game, and then, yeah, Clyde, we ended up seeing two new different creatures, so.
That, of course, and they were more like non-human type thing. So it's kind of interesting.
Clyde.
I actually don't remember what the next chapter is. I'm trying to remember. I think I might possibly know, but I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna have to look like look to remember.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, that's probably about it for now.
Mhm.
So we'll leave it at that for now, and yeah, then we'll say bye bye to the
To the audience.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Clyde. Well, I mean, I'm being honest, like, that was actually a bit of a shorter experience. Like, the chapter itself was actually very nice. Um, it just that it does feel kind of like, because, like, the facility definitely gives you a big hint to just like, yeah, we're definitely coming to the end of the series, or what am I saying? The end of the game, so to speak. So,
Well, there's still like one other major area from what I recall, and I think we might there's like a couple of like I think after this, from what I recall, it's not going to be a research facility. Well, I don't remember. Like it's very iffy. I just, a lot of it is kind of mixed up. So I think there's still going to be some like more like not research area as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't remember too well, so we'll see.
hey, Clyde, and we have to go ahead and go on a double date with Miss Excella. She has very high fashion, so yeah, Clyde, we need to go ahead and ask her tips on her attire and her style.
I don't actually like her.
Oh, yeah, Clyde, but she had nice. Yeah, Clyde, I liked her outfit. Maybe not so much the hairdo, but I like
Well,
her style.
because she's not even wearing like a she's like she's exposing too much. It's fine though. Like I'll be honest. Like anyone could wear whatever they want, but she doesn't wear too well.
She would look better. She would look better in a different outfit.
Yes, she looks like she's trying to be too bougie or something.
No, Clyde. The outfit doesn't quite bring out. Dang it, I don't know how to word that one. That actually, yes, I do understand you, but I didn't know how to word that last one. The outfit doesn't bring out her natural
Complexion.
features, but I mean, it technically does. But it's like, no, too many features. Less is more. Um, I don't know. But well, I mean, she's not. I mean, she's not our type or anything like that. But she's decent. Um,
I thought she has a
maybe.
terrible personality.
Well, but yeah, Club. But she right now was just like, yes, we need to find your little friend.
Oh yeah,
I
she
do
has a
not know
nice
what
accent. I like her accent because she says like Jill, and then she just like keeps taunting at like Chris and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, you're a little baby. You cannot do anything and all that kind of stuff. And then Chris says
Yes.
Chris gets like super angry.
Well, yeah, Clark is like, because she's like, yes, Chris Redfield, you're such a big baby, and it's like, I'm not a big baby. Yeah, Clark gets upset about it.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's yes. We'll see what happens in the next episode, the next chapter. Well, I don't think it's like I think this is like the 6th chapter or something, but it goes like 6-1 and 6-2 and that kind of stuff. So,
Mhm.
make that yes. So we'll see the We'll see the audience next time. We'll see the clown babies next time.
Yeah, I guess we'll see the ancient clown babies so very soon. And yeah, Cloud, probably after this episode ends, I'll probably go out somewhere. I'll deliberately go ahead and like buy crab legs, and I'll just like dig into them like real bad. Cause yeah, Cloud, I ain't losing no stinking crab.
I like crabs, but like I kind of feel a little bit bad because I actually really like crabs and like um you know I like anytime I remember like whenever you went to like a
Oh,
yeah, you went to like a seafood restaurant or something, and then they would actually have like a big aquarium or something with like the fishes and like the crabs around. And I remember when I was done, I
yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah, that's so fun! Like this is so cool." And I like seeing the animals there, only for me to now know that it's because they're gonna be like cooked later on or something. That's kind of sad.
We're a pretty like sadistic species. Like when you think about it, like we're pretty mean in regards to that.
Well,
Um,
technically, I think we kind of are, but we kind of also aren't because technically other animals are much more ruthless when you really think about it. Um,
yeah,
because they don't really like have that kind of like empathy kind of aspect as much. They're just like,
yeah.
oh, dead animal, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care. um,
Hmm.
they just eat whatever, or they kill whatever just to eat and survive on all that kind of stuff. For us, though, technically we have the option to not eat animals. Is the thing
Yeah.
where we
Hmm.
technically do decide to have like farms and like all that kind of stuff and like scavenge like keep like hunting certain animals. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I think there are like a lot of people that are like aware of that kind of stuff and are like nice about it.
Yeah.
For example, whenever I watched like the MasterChef show, sometimes they would have challenges where they would make the people actually kill a live crab or like a live animal themselves. And sometimes
Oh.
there were some people that were like very like iffy about it, like no, this is kind of actually like against my religion, so um, but I'm still gonna do it just to prove to them that I can still like this means a lot to me or something like that. Um,
Uh.
well, yeah, you thought.
uh.
um, so yeah, they yeah they kind of did stuff like that, but yeah they did also show them like how to like kill them like very quickly and mercifully, in the sense that the way that would cause them the least amount of pain. Um, so yeah, but it's still like yeah, you're still killing them, but yeah, that, at least it's
Right.
like the best way and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can see that happening. That raises a lot of questions, but um, yeah, Clara, I would prefer to go ahead and leave the crabs to go and eat potato chips. I think that's the best scenario in this case.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, Clara, so yes, we'll give them chips and we'll watch them slowly munch on them. So, yeah, Clara.
mm-hmm.
Um, but all right, then, you, Clara. I guess we'll go ahead and close it up for here, and then yeah, Clara, we'll go ahead and catch everyone else on the next episode. And then until then, yes, stay ancient and stay clown.
That's but yes, that is true too. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
All right, then you guys, bye bye.